What's up everyone, welcome to today's video, welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So some of you asked me to go ahead and do some Gotham Knights metrics using what you call a low-end build. Now this is my gaming laptop. Well, I use it for for work. I don't really game much on it unless I'm traveling or whatever. And it's running a GeForce RTX 2060. And today we're going to look at some metrics and kind of take a look at Gotham Knights. Forgive my audio. I'm recording it through my camera. Thumbs up. Let's see if peace. And I'm just doing that this way because I don't want to go ahead and start connecting my mic to the computer right now. I just want to get you guys the metrics as quickly as possible. Now, however, the one interesting thing about this particular computer is these gaming laptops, they don't have a lot of longevity in my opinion. Now it is a good start, but unless you're buying one really cheap, then it is what it is. So we're going to be running the game 1920 by 1080. I hope you guys can see. I'll probably zoom in post-production for you guys. VSync is off. Frame limit is locked to 60 FPS. Let's push our luck a little bit and go to 70 FPS. And field of view 74. I usually play FOV at 90. That's kind of like one of the things that I really enjoy with the game. I wish they would put it on stinking console. In terms of anti-aliasing, I think TAA Gen 4 has been what I think is the best. I don't know why I think that's the best. And then everything else is set on medium. This is what the game has detected as the settings after the new update. You can't really change the user settings as we used to back in the day where we go in there and tweak some stuff. I didn't see it just now, I tried. And in terms of other specs on this computer, we can go ahead and look at, say, control panel, task manager, and then we're gonna look at just maybe RAM and other things for those of you who may be curious. The CPU is the i7-10750H. This runs at 2.6 gigs, and you can hear the hum from it. It's just one of those things where, computers like this, they're gonna computer however it is that they want. And then GPU 0 is basically your Intel integrated graphics, and then GPU 1 is the 2060. Your memory for this is using 16 gigs of RAM, which is more than enough to play a lot of video games. So locking at 70 FPS, let's see what we can actually pull off with Gotham Knights for our frame rates and all. Not gonna play too much of it. I just want you guys to kind of see what's going on because the camera view is not really going. It's gonna have to balance itself back and forth to be able to get you guys consistent frame rates. And it is running on an SSD. I bought this laptop under some weird situations. It was kind of weird. A very interesting story. I don't know if I need to tell it right now. So let's go ahead and see what Robin's about. And at 1080, I think we're seeing some really cool FPS. I haven't seen anything. Let's do the most tasking thing, which is just ride the bat cycle and then see how much the game can maintain its frame rates, its smoothness anyways. On this bridge, it's always been the case that the frame rates are actually pretty good. The game is logging in on the top right corner. You're going to see there's an FPS counter within the game. It's logging in an average of about 70 FPS, and so is MSI Afterburner as well. GPU utilization is somewhere around 71%. I think that percentage that you're seeing, I think I set up 2 percentage counters. Pardonnez-moi. I don't know why I did that, but the middle one is your GPU utilization. So 60-something% GPU utilization, and we're still clocking 60 FPS. Sorry, 70 FPS. Now we've dropped significantly. About 20 FPS loss at one point because of what I think is a very tasking area. This area here on the map is one of the more tasking areas in the game. So yeah, you see all the cars and all the different elements that are loading in. These are the things that eat memory in a game. And I think this game was trying so hard to be like Spider-Man. And I will say this, and a lot of people saying, oh, the city looks lifeless and all. You don't have to make your game look like any other person's game. Make your game look like what you want it to look. So I think they were ballsy enough to make their game look the way they wanted it to look, but then they caved on the Spider-Man-ishness and added these assets here. Why are all these cars parked here? To me, this is unnecessary and is eating a bunch of memory. I think Gotham should have been done as dead like they did in Origins, because I'm not here to look at civilians in the face. I'm here to fight and beat up bad guys. So we are seeing some FPS challenges here and there. So let's go ahead and fight. And I think that's also another thing. You can hear the whole thing just whirring. Let me see. Oh, give me a second, guys. I got to turn off my AC real quick. Oh, man. Yeah, in my office space here, my AC, my AC will kick on. I have to shut it off most times or hope that the weather is actually solid to be able to deal with that. All right, who are these? Regulators. Oh, sorry. Freaks. Uh, 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 uh. You shall not touch. Oh, I was gonna dodge that. What is she? Uh, 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 uh. Hey, we're getting some cool frame rates, man. Let's crank this thing up and see. Um, let's go to 80 FPS. I mean, just to be able to say, okay, we tried it, and let's see what that does. Um, is there a fight somewhere that we can engage in? At 1080, I think the game was gonna probably run well on hardware like this. You know, I don't think it's gonna really give you too much of an issue. I think if you wanted like the most stable, 60 will probably get the job done for you. You know, that way you kind of get used to your, your gameplay. Do I have any? Uh, uh, hmm, hmm. Is he coming to fight? Did the big guy run away? Oh, he's down. I was about to say he's done. Yeah, we're not getting stable 80 FPS. We're getting drops everywhere. So with this hardware, we are limited in regard to how much we're able to basically leverage in terms of that high FPS run. Which honestly, it is fine. I mean, you can opt for more stable FPS, which is the best way to play a game. If a game runs stably at 30 FPS, it's the best way to play the game. If the game runs stably at 60, it's the best way to play the game because you don't want your FPS to be, jumping all over the place. You give room for error. And I think 70 was the sweet spot for the most part when we got into combat in some instances. Hold on now, car. Let's see. Sorry, I'm using a PlayStation 4 controller, which I always almost use an Xbox controller, so it's a little weird to try to get this done. I don't want to play either of these, man. I hate these two missions where you have to stealth everybody under these conditions. Oh boy, do they annoy the heck out of me. Yeah, let's go here. Yeah, we can fly a drone here, which a drone is one of the more tasking aspects of the game too. You will drop a little bit of FPS when you're flying that drone, so let's see how that works. I'm sure you can see my shadow in the silhouette there. Oh, mystery. Yeah, this drops FPS, but it's not a controlling, it's not a system that you can really control. And then this move that Robin does also will drop the FPS a little bit, but I don't think this is not like a playable whatever. This just requires for you to just move from place to place. Honestly, this Robin's teleportation is a nice idea, but it's become not my favorite because I use Robin a lot now. I never thought I would use him as a character, but now that he's literally like the bread and butter of my entire premise of playing this game, it's just so janky in my opinion, but it's actually kind of useful, which is weird. I don't know. I don't know how to be mad at it. Let's go. So this fire here, is going to basically eat some FPS, but the game seems to be doing good. All right, guys. And then this guy sees me. All right, guys, it's time to fight. I hope you guys got it. There we go. There's everybody. There we go. Oh, this guy's coming. All right. Let's make sure everybody gets a little bit of that juice. Poison juice. Oh, he's coming back again. Oh. Oh no. Collision. Keeping me stuffed in here. Break that guard. He's done. This chick, man. What's going on here? Yeah, stable FPS, in and out, playing at 70. You get a few dips, but nothing to call it quits for. This is definitely solid. I wish the game came with an in-game benchmark. That way you can actually get some metrics done without having to run all over the place, and you can get some really more consistent metrics and a place that you can go. But again, it's good that you actually can just test by playing the game, which is actually pretty interesting at the end of the day. Yeah, PC gaming comes with all of its woes too. The only thing that we like here as PC gamers is just a lot more control. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. I'm sure you guys have basically gotten to see what your eyes want to see. The colors and whatever is not going to be representative of exactly what it looks like on the laptop screen, even though this laptop screen is supposedly capable of doing 144 refresh, but it's only at 1080. I do have another laptop that has a 2070, and I'm going to do another video just like this for you guys as well, so you can see that one makes a lot more noise. Gaming laptops are not the prettiest, but, in terms of whatever it is that you want to enjoy from a computer, you just have to cave if you're trying to use a gaming PC and go with a full-blown build, if you get what I mean. Is this guy coming? You going to come play? Okay, let's go. Oh, he's done. Yep. Let me see what our temps are looking like. Our GPU temperature is 82 degrees because this is a laptop. Our CPU, did I put any temperature metrics for the CPU? I don't know, but overall CPU utilization looks pretty good, man. I mean, over here on the screen, you'll see that we're getting, anywhere from about 40%, sometimes depending on the core, about 30-something percent. So I think that's something really good, especially if you look at, say, the first 4 cores. CPU 1, 2, 3, and 4 are probably how I think a lot of developers develop. They'll develop with 4 cores, and then, depending on the version of the game, they can go from there and, start adding a little bit more in terms of, just a little bit more juice and so on and so forth. What are you doing there, girl? Didn't make it. Okay. You eat poison. Y'all are too stubborn. She just died in the middle of that attack. Poison is weird though, the way it works. I love it though. I'm an AoE player, somebody who likes to do like AoE and DOT player. I like to do area of effect attacks and damage over time attacks as well. That's how I like playing my games. Alright, I'll cut the video off here. Sorry about the audio quality and the humming and the noise, but those of you who play on a laptop that requested this, you know exactly this is the reality. This is the truth right here. Nothing, filtered and so on and so forth. I'll talk to you on another one. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully we'll talk soon. Peace out.